They were taller, stronger, richer, and more powerful than almost any nation the world had ever seen. They built massive pillars in the desert. They thought no one could defeat them. And then one day, the wind came. Not a normal wind. A wind that did not stop. A wind that ripped their bodies from the ground and threw them like broken tree trunks. Within days, the giant civilization of Ad was gone, completely erased. But their story is not just about how they died, it is about what happened after. The Holy Quran tells us about the people of Ad in several places, especially in Surah Al-Fajr and Surah Al-Haqqah. Allah describes them as a nation with great strength, people who said proudly, "Who is stronger than us?" They believed their power would protect them. They lived in huge homes and built tall structures in a land called Iram. Known for its mighty pillars, they were advanced. They were confident, and they were arrogant. Allah sent them a prophet named Hud. He warned them clearly. He told them to worship Allah alone. He reminded them that their strength came from their Creator. He warned them about the day when they would return to Allah. But they laughed at him. They mocked him. They said they saw no reason to change. They believed life was only what they could see. This is where their story becomes personal for us. Because the Quran does not just tell us about their buildings. It tells us about their hearts. They denied the signs. They rejected the message. They acted like nothing would ever happen to them. How many people today feel the same way? Then the punishment began. The Quran says Allah sent against them a furious, violent wind. It lasted for 7 nights and 8 days without stopping. Imagine that. A storm that does not slow down. A wind so powerful it lifts human bodies into the air. The Quran describes them after the storm as if they were hollow palm trunks, lying on the ground, strong giants reduced to lifeless bodies in the sand. But their real story did not end when the wind stopped. Because death is not the end. It is the beginning. The Quran reminds us again and again that every soul will taste death. For the people of Ad, the moment their bodies hit the ground, their souls entered a new reality. The same reality every one of us will face. The grave, the unseen world, the waiting before the day of judgment. Think about it. Those men who once said, "Who is stronger than us?" now stood powerless before the one who created them. No armies, no pillars, no strength, just their deeds. The Quran tells us that on the day of judgment, nations like AD will be brought forward. Their denial will be exposed. Their pride will mean nothing. In Surah Al-Haqqah, Allah says, Ad were destroyed by a screaming, violent wind. And then he asks a powerful question. Do you see any of them remaining? The answer is no, not one. Their homes are empty. Their voices are gone. But their record is not gone. This is the part many people forget. When Allah destroys a nation in this world, it is not random, it is justice. And after this world, there is even greater justice. The people of AD will stand again. Their bodies will be recreated. The same tongues that mocked Prophet Hud will speak again. The same hands that rejected the truth will testify. The Quran paints scenes of that day. The sky will split. The mountains will crumble. The earth will shake. And every person will see what they sent forward in life. Imagine the people of AD seeing the warnings they ignored. Imagine realizing that the wind was only the beginning. For believers, these stories are not meant to scare without hope. They are meant to wake us up. Allah did not tell us about Ajaz to describe an ancient disaster. He tells us so we do not repeat their mistake. Strength does not save us. Money does not save us. Popularity does not save us. Only faith and righteous action matter when we return to Him. This is why, on Life After Death stories, we reflect on nations like AD, because their story is a mirror. They had time, they had warnings, they had a prophet among them, and still they chose pride. The Quran also shows us something else. Allah is not quick to punish. He gives chances. He sends reminders. He waits. Hud warned his people again and again. But when they crossed every limit, the wind came. Now imagine your own life. Imagine standing on the day when the trumpet is blown. Imagine seeing your record open in front of you. Would you want to stand with the arrogance of AD, or with humility and faith? The people of Ad once walked confidently on the earth. Today, they are a lesson buried under sand. Their massive pillars could not hold back the decree of Allah. And when the day of resurrection comes, their size and strength will mean nothing. What will matter is belief, obedience, sincerity. Their story ends with silence in the desert. But our story is still being written. So ask yourself, if the wind came for us tonight, what would follow? Regret or peace? If this reflection made you think, take a moment to like the video so more people can hear these reminders. Share in the comments what part of the story of Ad impacted you the most. And share this with someone who needs a reminder that power in this world means nothing without faith. Because one day, just like them, we will all stand before Allah, and on that day, only truth will remain.